this is cool because look at that house up on the ridge. You never see that one behind this house. This is a great house. And then across golf course and all the actual golf course homes on the golf course. That's a long hole right there. You can see the guys on the green back there. What's up, everybody? Joe and I starting here at Jones Bridge, heading down Island Ford. Beautiful day. It's gonna be about upper 60s. And look at this, the new merch is in. Got the new jerseys. All right. So this is a fee parking lot. I think it's $5 a day, or you can buy the annual pass, which I suggest. And quick, easy little route here. Probably 100 yards from the parking lot. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Got to take advantage of these days in the wintertime. And here in Georgia, we get them pretty often. It's going to be in the upper 60s today, perfectly sunny. And this river is lean, clean, and green. But you can see that it's not a ramp. But for kayaks, not hard at all to walk it down here. There's Joe's fishing vessel. Yeah, look at that water. It's looking good. We're also gonna check out all the houses because wintertime, with all the leaves down, it gives a completely different perspective. It really widens the view, which is so cool. So it widens the view, you can see all the houses along the river the whole way. So we're gonna focus on those today. Kind of a house tour, and just how different this river is in the wintertime. You know, when all the foliage is up, it kind of makes it more narrow because you really can't see past the riverbank. But when it's like this, it just expands. You see the shape of the land through the trees. It's a completely different experience in the wintertime. So it's gonna be fun. We'll get going here in a second. All right. So we got in the boat successfully. You see there's the stairs where you launch. We're gonna go downriver, but I want to just give you a nice little view of this up here. Well, I decided to come up here and say hello to you guys so you can be in the video. Because I'm making a video of this whole section today. Penny.
I'm Francis.
Francis.
I'm gonna take another picture.
Diane. And little one. Gotcha. There we go.
Hi, I'm Phil.
This is the opening of the video. This is.
I gotta get a picture of that canoe. I didn't see it. Look how damn cool that is.
It's a kayak.
I know, sorry, kayak. I have on myself.
You see my shark? Yeah, it gives my kayak a little attitude.
Yeah, it does. I love it.
We got the penny dance. Well, that's a whole new dance now. We got dancing mom. Now we got dancing penny. Merry Christmas. We're going 10 miles today. All right, how's it going? They bite today? Nice. Look at Sidekick Joe. So stoic. The man of the river. Wow, what a beautiful day. Water's lean, clean, and green. Sorry, I had to talk to some of our new fans. They were having some fun up there. Whoa! Yeah, they actually did a dance for me. That was pretty cool. Today we're going to be, I think Joe and I both throwing out the Rapala, the gold. You going countdown 5 or 3?
5.
He's going with the countdown 5. I'm going with the countdown 3, which is a little bit smaller. So we'll see. I had a lot of luck with the Rapala Fire Tiger 3 last time. So we shall see. What a nice day. The water looks fabulous. Weather is, I mean, it couldn't be any better. December 13th.
Oh, for December.
December, eat your heart out there in North US, Canada. Because in Atlanta, we get days like this. I'd say at least half the days, if not more, in December are generally, you know, 50s. You get lucky, you get into the 60s. Like today's going to be upper 60s. Really no wind to speak of. Perfect conditions. Some more beautiful homes. There's a lot of grass beds in here you got to watch out for. It's kind of hard to see them in the shadows. There we go. There we go. That didn't take very long. There's a little rainbow. What's up, buddy? Nice looking rainbow. Not really colorful, but still a rainbow. Hello. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Going for a swim. There we go. All right. All right. Well, that's a good start. That tells me this Rapala is the right choice. Countdown 3. So, as I mentioned earlier, we put in up at the main parking lot for trails, and then just, you know, as you saw, walk down. A lot of people will start, that was mile 328.5, so half a mile down the river on your way into the park, you can come up here and start at the boat ramp if you want. But in our opinion, you lose a half a mile, and as you saw, I caught a fish. We usually catch 1 or 2 in that first stretch, and that's why we put in up there. Now, if you have a motorboat, John boat, whatever, you got to put in down here. And this is a great boat launch for that. So a lot of the river guides put in here. But you can see it's a great boat launch. beautiful shoals this is right here. Some more gorgeous homes. Park it on this rock here and wait for Joe to come down and do a little fishing in that channel in front there. I'm going to park on the other side actually. Always find a nice parking spot here and the channel right here, and then you see the big shoals all the way down. We'll go down over there. Beautiful place. One of my favorite properties right here. There's all this land here. I'll show you from an aerial view what this looks like. He's in the middle of the city, and I don't know, it's gotta be 50 acres. Here's his house, and everything else is woods. All the way around. Across the way, beautiful homes. What a beautiful day. Now, if you really wanted to, you could scoop down that left side of the shoals, but it's pretty bumpy, scrapey over there, and the water's pretty low today, so I'm just gonna go over to the right side here, where the channel's deeper. So it was super low when we started, but we're on the front end of a medium release. They're releasing up at the dam. They released about 6 hours ago, which it hits here. Medium release for about an hour. So we're on the front end of it. Just current has picked up, I've noticed. Not much, just a little bit. What a beautiful sight. Sidekick Joe, styling in his sea vessel, the Vibe. How'd you do up there? Oh man, any chasers or anything? And you were using the same thing? Well, I didn't have a lot of action. I just got that one, but I didn't have a ton of action. We got the same setup on the backup too. It looks like, were you going with the silver and the yellow?
Yeah.
I'm going with the brass and the black, red, orange skirt, which I haven't had any luck the whole year so far. Like usually last year this time of year I was catching on that. I feel like it's going to deliver here soon, at some point. The Panther Martin. But I just had a lot of luck with this little Rapala. Well, remember that Fire Tiger 3, that really worked last time. I mean, the water is shallow in most areas, except for that last section up here. I think that's where I'm going to use the brass with the orange skirt in that deeper water. What a gorgeous day, absolutely gorgeous. December 13th. I mean, just a gentle breeze. And look, they finally finished all the piping project, it looks like. That took about 2 years, didn't it? All these beautiful river homes had, the state was laying all the big pipes in their backyard here for about 2 years. Everything's back to normal. I was just telling the audience about this little house over here. You know, you look at that piece of land, it's just perfect, right? It's a corner lot, but the thing is, and I show the aerial view of this right here, it's amazing because it's surrounded by like 50 acres of just woods. Right here, that little house, and this beautiful river property, but when you go up and look down, it'll blow your mind. In the city. It's like a huge square of about 50 acres, my estimate. And it's just unbelievable. And one little road that weaves out and then pops out on Barnwell Road, which is the road we came in on to get to the park. And this guy's got 50 acres at least. It might be more, it might be 100 acres. You've seen it, right? Yeah, it's a big square plot of land. Probably more like 50. Mile marker 327.5, so exactly 1 mile below where we put in. Guy's sitting on a gold mine right there. All these beautiful neighbors. It's so nice to be able to see all these in the wintertime. Most of these houses you can't see in the summer. But as I mentioned earlier, this time of year it really widens the view. It looks so different. You gotta look for some mistletoe too. That's the second objective for today. Number one, well, third, fishing's number one, house tour number two, and acquiring some mistletoe from low-hanging branches over the river. That's on the list today. So we gotta look for maybe some down trees, or there's plenty of mistletoe that grows along here. Now we're entering a section that gets really shallow and swift. You're probably in a foot to a foot and a half of water in most cases. You can see the water. I mean, it's a foot at most right in here. Wow, even less here. Then it opens up. It's probably a foot and a half, 2 feet, well, maybe more, 2 feet. But what we're going to try and do is just kind of pop the right side of the channel as we go. Over in there, not very far. Gotta watch out for these grassy mounds. And other fishermen, of course. Hey there. Beautiful. For December 13th, huh? All right, there's the chase. Yeah, right there, right under your boat. No, this is still a Rapala. Oh! Almost had one right at the boat. Jumped on it and then let it go. I mean, that was, I had maybe 2 feet of line. You got one? All right, Joe bagged one.
Going sideways into a rapid here. Too lefty. Let himself off. That's always handy.
Way to go, Joe. It's always tough when you catch a fish right before a little rapid.
I know.
You got to navigate and maintain the fish. So you got him with the Rapala.
Yep.
The standard, the gold standard. I'm off season. I remember last year it was a Goldie. Well done. What was it? What'd you get there?
That was a rainbow.
Rainbow trout. Yeah, you know, until this week, it's same here. It's been a while. And for you, it has been a while. I was in Blue Ridge over Thanksgiving, and I caught a creek chub.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Little horny head?
I guess that's what it's called. I had to look it up. It has some strange fins, like an extra fin, I think. Almost, yeah. Off the bridge, so about 50 feet up, and I pulled them in. She had it in her mouth and the kids walked in. Holy cow, I got him out of the water a little bit. Doesn't count though, does not count. Gotta get it to the boat and then give in to get a net or get it in the boat. That's what you gotta do. Once you stop fighting it. That was a good fight for a minute. I love this pool. It's very, very deep here, but it's beautiful. We'll stick with the 3. Problem with the 3 is it doesn't get very deep, but maybe I can hit something, in the channel over here.
Going for a ride. Hey, not bad.
What's up with your new strategy of just catching them right before you hit rocks and rapids?
I know.
I'll get out of your way. Little rainbow?
Yeah, just a little rainbow.
I'm pretty sure I've been laying out the appetizer for you, and then you come in and just take the whole entree. I come along with my 3 right in front of you, then you hit the same spot with the 5, and they jump on the entree.
Maybe.
So they're looking at the appetizer like, yummy, but they don't stick on. That's one thing about the 3 is I've noticed it's harder to jump off quicker. It's smaller hooks.
Yeah.
So there's an example. We had no idea there's a house up there. I mean, you can never see it when there's leaves on the trees, but there's a house kind of hidden up in there, up on the hill. It's nice. But in the summer, there's no way they can see the river. We can't see them. That's too bad when you're only a few hundred yards away from the river and you can't see the river. I've never seen that house up there. All of this land on this side, I wonder, like all of that. Look at that.
I often wonder who owns that hill. I think I can find out.
Oh yeah. It's surprising there's no houses up there. There's something running in the woods up there. I don't know if it's a deer. It looks like a coyote. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a deer. You would have seen his tail. It was right up in that area, right there, up the hill. It's going to be impossible to see him. That's the other thing. When there's, this time of year, the animals don't have much brush to hide in, or as much. I mean, obviously, summer you can't see anything, but now you can really spot the creatures of the river. you look way up there, halfway up the tree line, because it's winter and there's no leaves, you can see cars passing right there, which you don't realize. That's Barnwell Road, which connects to Howell Mill Road. I'm sorry, Holcomb Bridge Road. But you can see the cars pass. You don't ever realize in the summer that you're that close to Barnwell Road. It's a really cute little park here. And also one of the favorite features on the river is this huge bamboo forest right here. There's a kingfisher up there yelling at me. But look at this forest right here. Get a closer view. Beautiful. There we go. Little rainbow. Oh, man, he was hungry. He ate the whole thing. You don't see that very often. He took the whole thing. Hungry. This little rainbow tried to swallow the whole lure. That's crazy. Nah, he's small enough. I got it. I'm sorry, I was just really hungry. I mean, little guy, and he took the whole thing in. That's the same spot I caught a brown last time. Right, got a little blood on the boat. Now we're fishing. I don't think I've seen a little rainbow. I don't think I've seen a rainbow swallow a lure like that before. I remember Joe caught a huge brown trout once with a CD5, and the brown swallowed the whole CD5. That's amazing, right? And there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, what was that, like a 20-inch? At least.
It was my personal best trout.
Yeah, it was like the size of your leg. I mean, you know, by the way, I was up in the shoals and I heard this I thought it was a schoolgirl, like screeching. And it was Joe's personal best yell. But the CD5 got swallowed. He friggin' ate it. I can't believe that little dude took 2/3 of that lure. Oh, this is another great house. Back up here. I love this property. That's a really pretty property here. I mean, awesome view, beautiful home. And pretty soon up here on the left it opens up, and that's where you get all the big McMansions all the way down to Holcomb Bridge. So it's 3 miles from Jones Bridge down to Holcomb Bridge. We're in that section right now. And this is the slower, so the second half of this first 3 miles is like this right here, slow water. You won't see any more swift water until we go under Holcomb Bridge. And right there is the pretty significant 1.5 class rapid that dumps out at Garrard Landing Park and Boat Launch. But we don't hit any really swift moving water from this point. I'd say about a mile. This is usually where Sidekick and I just sit back and discuss our lives, think about what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and how we can improve ourselves. Typically involves a beverage, maybe a cigar. Now, I always get lazy in this area and don't fish very much, but this is also where most of the big brown trout are. It's just, I get lazy. It's also much deeper water here. It's probably 10 feet deep at least. So even a CD5, I've actually used a CD7 here. I think it's a 7. Isn't that what so bigger than the 5, and I caught my personal best brown trout right here with the CD7. because it had to get deeper, 7 feet. So we're in 10 feet of water. I'm pulling back to CD3, probably 3 feet of water. So that's not going to do the job. Those big fish are sitting on the bottom. I'm just too lazy to put a bigger one on. I did catch a smaller one here once, last trip actually. So we won't hit the shallower waters again until we go under Holcomb Bridge. One more. Let's see if we get lucky. Let it drop on down there. I don't even get reel. Okay, now we're gonna reel. Yeah. Take a little break. So mile marker 325.5. But the best part about this mile marker is there's a car from the 50s or 40s that's buried right there. You can see the window in the bank. See that? It's been there buried in that mud bank, river bank forever. And you can see the two windows on the side right there that are exposed. How about that? So there is parking right up in here. So that's Holcomb Bridge. So on the eastern north side of the bridge, there's a parking area with hiking trails all the way up. Directly across from here is a golf range. Golf, yeah, because they every now and then we get golf balls landing in the water right here, but that's all a golf range over there. So on this entire stretch, this is one of two bridges that you can hide under if there's storms or whatever. Holcomb Bridge and then also Georgia 400. But in the upper section, this is the only area where you can hide under a bridge if it gets really bad. You've also got some old artifacts from the old bridge. You see that column right there. It's pretty cool. There's another part of the column, but this one, look at everything that's grown out of here. I mean, that's crazy. Just look at that. Look at all that stuff growing out of this thing. Oh, there's a lure right there. It's too high for me to get, but I can remember. There's a line right here. I'm going to cut that line. I always tell people to do that because pay it forward, because you don't want to get caught in one of those things. My fear is to run into one of these lines, sometimes get snagged, you don't see it, and then there's like a lure at the end of it that'll be wrapped up and pulled back into you. So you don't want to have any of that happen. We got some rapids here, so this is what I was talking about. Let's hope we don't nail it. We're gonna follow Joe. We don't want to get wet today. So you can go down the middle in the summertime and get wet, that's fun. But when it's low like this, I mean, it's definitely big waves in the middle. This is when the waves are biggest, is when the water level is lowest. So what we're gonna do is try and get to the left of center and then cut it back into the eddy on the left side and try and, Joe's doing it right now. So here we go. Yeah, getting out of that main stuff. I don't know, man, there's some waves. Just missed the main stuff. That could have been a lot worse. I thought we were gonna submarine. We took on some, sure.
I don't have to deal with all that now. What's up? You get all wet?
I almost submarined due to the biggest waves. I think I just missed it by like just a slight bit.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody in the area.
Let's see. Yeah, the camera did get wet. I had a feeling about that. Hang on a second. Tried to avoid those waves, but man. There we go, better. All right, see, a new shirt. You can actually scan my QR code right here. It takes you right to my YouTube channel. Pretty funny, huh? We got the YouTube on the side here. American flag. Look forward to seeing this guy's new gazebo down here. He's making all those additions last time we were here. Remember the bridge and the, like he added an extra like treehouse, and then it had like a bridge. Yeah, the connection bridge. That's always fun to see what everybody's doing on the riverfront homes. And this is a really good stretch right here. Get back into the beautiful homes. These are all different, but there's some really cool ones here. I mean, you can see, look at that one on the right, the big back patio with the chimney. They all have big patios. It's also fun to see what they do with their gazebos and boat launches and so forth. So this whole area on this side is Dunwoody. There's still plenty of fish out here, though. I caught 4 just at Island Ford on Wednesday. Oh yeah, no, they're in here for sure.
What are y'all fishing with?
Well, the crankbait is working real well. The Rapala Countdown 3 or Countdown 5, the Gold or Fire Tiger have been really good this time of year. And if you don't have that, then a Panther Martin Rooster Tail spinner, you know, yeah, the go-to with they kind of like the black, orange, red colors. These, you know, anything with a spinner on it, you're pretty good. Yeah. All right, man. Well, have a good one. I didn't see that gazebo with the bridge and everything. That must be further down. This is one of my favorite houses. Up there is a modern looking, looks like it's right out of California. Modern, modular looking. It's got an everlasting pool. The only thing I'm not a fan of is they use 2 completely different styles, colors of tile, which I don't get. And if you see here, we'll zoom in on that. You'll see the aqua peach color in the top left. Well, that's the waterfall, and that's the wall where the water comes over. But then the rest of the, you know, stones all around the base, that's the pool down there. So the everlasting goes into a pool, I believe. But that house is badass. It's just the contrasting tiles. It drives me crazy. Oh, I mean, I love the house. It's definitely one of my favorites. But actually, there's 3 different kinds of tile. You got 3 different kinds of tile right there. But hey, who's complaining, right? Beautiful property. All of these have beautiful properties. And on the right, so now we're going to get into more woods on the left, and then on the right, you're going to start seeing these McMansions as well. This whole stretch is just full of beautiful homes. You got big money in this area. Huh? How do you spell that? How do you spell that? Okay, so Ellard, that's right off of Holcomb Bridge. It's a big money neighborhood. I'll show you right here where it is, look at the map. And it bumps up to on the eastern side of Horseshoe Bend, I believe. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's the entrance.
And what a lot of people don't know is the left side is Dunwoody, and that runs into in the map you'll see all this stuff, but beautiful both sides, big money. The ones on the right get a little they're a little excessive. They get, that's what you call huge money. It's just the land that they got. These homes are just huge and a beautiful stretch of the river for sure. So you can see these homes like way up there on the hill. Usually you can't see any of those. All these homes are the secret ones that you can only see this time of year on the left, which is pretty cool. These are also, this is huge money. Look at these lots. I mean, he's got a whole mountain right here. This person up there, you can never see that house. And they got their own hill. Yeah, those are huge homes right there. And then the right side of the river now, that's where all those other big houses are. Joe said it's the Ellard community. We'll get a better view here in a minute. But they've got all the land along the river as well. So this is mile 324.5, so 4 miles below where we put in at Jones Bridge is where we are now. And just exactly a mile below downriver from Holcomb Bridge. And now, with all the leaves gone, these are the houses you can rarely see. Look at that, all up on the ridge. And summertime, you can barely see, maybe you might see one, bits and pieces, but this is really nice, up on the hill. Great location, beautiful homes all around. This one's got tons of color. Yeah. This is a nice size. I did. There you go, buddy. Say hello. Oh, he's pretty. I'm getting mature, Joe. I don't need to yell. I catch so many fish now. I don't need to yell anymore. God knows. Purdy fish. Purdy, purdy, purdy. And the home tour continues. Serving two different audiences. Doing a little home tour, and we're catching fish along the way. Now this house wins the award for the best backyard presentation. I've seen them out there a lot. They've done it. Look at that. They've just planned it all the way down. Trails and chairs, and there's a pool up there, and just extremely well done. The one next to it is pretty darn nice too. Both of these. Very nice. Some people just choose to keep it rustic. Ah, Joe just got one behind me. He did not like being tied up with me. That lasts all of about 10 seconds. Right? That's number 4. Man, he's got 4. I got 3. We've had several on. What a day for fishing. Nice. Always, you know, I tell people it's about the water level. It's low today. It's coming up gently, and then it's just a tinge in the water, not too clear. It seems to be working. I haven't even been trying like overly hard. I'm just throwing a cast out every now and then. So right across from the country club, golf club, again, all of these huge mansions. Now, unfortunately, the sun is sort of right blocking. I know it's blinding, but I mean there's one up there. I think we said it's like 8 stories. One of those. But yeah, see that house? Huge. I mean that's 8 stories. Really unnecessary. Pretty impressive, huh? And the creek on the other side of that is a solid 2 to 2.5 feet higher, the water level over there. Isn't that amazing? So just on the other side of that is 2 feet more water. Pretty amazing. But when the water's high, I can paddle right up there about 100 yards, 200 yards, and I'll be right at the golf club. And yeah, this is the same one, right? The bridge, I believe. Now, I don't know if this is, yeah, I don't know, let me see. I don't see the bridge. Maybe another one. No, this is different from the one that has a bridge. I don't know where that is. I mean, this one is super nice. But there's one coming up that really grabbed my attention. Although this one's got like multiple levels, bar stools. Very nice. Yeah, well, you know, tying. Oh, no, this is the one. There's the bridge. They put a little swing bridge there, which is really cool. Yeah, that's the presentation we like. We'll set up with the bar stools on the top there, kayak rack, and the new little swing bridge. Oh, and a swing chair right up there. I wonder what those looks like metal, looks like maybe I don't know if those are meant for like swallows or something. You see the metal in the riverbank there? I don't know what that is. You think? Oh, that's where the bridge is going. Yeah, because you know why they're gonna have a his and hers gazebo presentation. Yeah, you're gonna notice we're gonna pass a house up here too, and they have the best backyard pool gazebo combination. They win that award. They have a his and hers gazebo, but this one, or maybe they have like a kids area. You know, when people have too much money, it's just amazing what they come up with. Have you noticed how many of these little flying spiders have been out here? That's because they're all coming to me, I guess. I've been amazed at how many bugs. I mean, you know those spiders that fly through the air when they send out their web and they just kind of cruise? There's a ton of them. I've been hit like 6 times today. They're like pirates, man. They float in the air. They're air pirates. They float and they see you and then they come after you and then they board your ship. There's another nice house, just kind of rustic. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just you don't need McMansions. That's really a nice setting. Beautiful backyard presentation. Look, these guys have their own palm tree. Those are definitely not indigenous. Touch of Miami in there. I like that. And that is a pool. It's a pool area right there. So you got your own palm trees with a pool. Well, that house is really close to the river. By the way, like when we have our floods, it's definitely up to that brick wall right there. Definitely. Like the flood we had, Helene about a year ago. It might have been cresting that wall easily. All of these homes on the left, you know, they're right on those houses we saw. I mean, they're definitely right on the flood zone. We still have some trees here on December 13th that have leaves. These are the river oaks, very indigenous to our area here. And you can see they still have leaves. A lot of the river oaks still have leaves. They also provide all the acorns that all the wildlife just go crazy over. But this is very late in the season for all this to be up here. Hey, there's a golfer. Horseshoe Bend Golf Club. It's a beautiful golf course. There's some more homes. I like this one. It's sort of a Spanish flavor to it. It's nice. Beautiful backyard deck situation. This house you could actually see in the summer because they've cleared out all the foliage. Some of these others you can't see so well. I just can't tell you how beautiful a day this is. I mean, a little wind here and there. Right now, not a bit of wind. It's 68 degrees. The fish are biting. I've caught 3, but I've had at least 7 or 8 on or close to on. And that's the thing. This little CD3 generates a lot of action. It's harder to pull them in for the smaller hooks, but I feel like the CD3 gets a lot more action than the larger ones. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I just like all the get on, get off. It's fun. There's a gopher. recently this has been a really great section. I actually made a video about this section. Best fishing hole in Atlanta. And it's really the whole bend, that Horseshoe Bend, right here, starting like right here. Check it out, got a video, caught like 4 fish in 10 minutes here. That's during summertime when it's real peak. But it has always been a pretty good area. It's like a 90-degree turn right here coming up. This is another favorite house up here. So this used to be Brandon Hall up on the hill here. It was a private school. It still is a private school. It was Brandon Hall for years and years. And the headmaster would live in this house right here. It's been purchased by a private school from Buckhead, I believe. I don't know the name, but it's a huge campus. It's really the whole mountaintop here. And that's where the head executive, I don't know if that's still part of the campus or not. They sold about a year ago, I think, maybe. But look at this little Swedish style. Nice. Switzerland, I mean. Swiss. It's like a Swiss Alps. How cute is that? That's all I need. That would be perfect. They're also one of the best fishing sections of the river. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, in the summer you don't even know that you can't see anything, but you can actually see the school buildings up there, and you can't see that at all. And they have fields and all kinds of activities up here. But yeah, that's the actual buildings, and you cannot see that at all in the summer. You wouldn't even know it's there. Right across from some beautiful holes over here. What a great area. So yeah, this whole, look at the video of the best fishing hole, and I'm just talking all around right here. This whole bend is just amazing. Yeah, I mean, summertime, they're chasing everything. I mean, they're just every cast, they're chasing this thing. So now we're at mile marker 322.5. 8 miles into our trip. What's that? Yeah. No, 6 miles, I'm sorry. I didn't know this math was going to be involved today. 6 miles. Now, this is cool because look at that house up on the ridge. You never see that one behind this house. There's one up there on the hill. Oh, no, that's the campus up there. So that's the school I was talking about. This is a great house. And then across golf course and all the actual golf course homes on the golf course. That's a long hole right there. You can see the guys on the green back there. All the tennis courts and all that in the country club are right over there. Again, houses you can't usually see. Now this one's been abandoned for a long time, so it's available if you want to go by and check it out. I don't know what, they started renovating and then they stopped and then they started, I don't know what, that might be a teardown. It's been vacant for a long time though. This is an old little shack he's got down here, which is really cool. And you'll see the big moose antlers on his little shack there. Pretty cool. Now we saw a golfer taking a leak back there. Now we got poor dog thinks he's privately taking a dump in his yard. And then some guy in a red kayaking uniform paddles up right behind him. Lucky dog, that's his backyard. Guy's sitting in his fire pit right there. Dog is nice. I'd like to walk up those stairs, or down, or up. That's crazy. That's cute, guys. they're really building that house fast, aren't they? Happening. I feel like there are just so many more geese here this year than in the past. Oh yeah, like 5 times. You know, there's usually like that, 50 or so that hang out year round. Maybe not even 50. There's at least 200, and they're all over there. They have their sections they hang out at now. But yeah, it's definitely more hanging out than usual through the off season. All the pumpkins have started arriving. It's funny, people hang on to their pumpkins until Thanksgiving. And then literally the day after Thanksgiving, they start showing up everywhere. Now this house was for sale not that long ago, and I remember seeing it. You looked at this house, and it was like $1 million. and it you know, it doesn't look like much from right here, but it's so modernized on the inside, and then also the pool area and spa. It's amazing. Oh, it's unbelievable. Like I said, it looks pretty basic from right here, but no, that house. How much was it? It was right around $1 million, wasn't it? 1.1 or something. Yeah, I think most of these river homes are in the neighborhood. Just the land itself. That's my personal favorite, actually. One of my personal favorites. That's all I need. We made it. So really wanted to make the effort to show you all the cool homes. That whole stretch is on the old Riverside. It's the gravel road off of New Riverside, and really the classic homes there. You can't build there anymore. It's in, it's technically in the flood zone. When it floods, it's up to those balconies for sure. This is also a classic house on the hill. You can never see that in the summertime, and it's a classic. So this is the Island Ford. I was just hustling down to get all those nice homes on film, and there's a story behind each and every one of them. All right, well, once again, thanks for joining us on our journey. Wonderful. Well, if you have any questions, comments, any suggestions on some content you're looking for, please let me know. If you get a chance, please subscribe. Helps me a lot. So really appreciate your support. Share it with your friends. Hit me up with any questions. And I'll see you on the river. There we go.
My outfit.
This is the opening of the video.